Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice with me, Alpha Omega, and France, or French Republic. So we're still suffering from general strikes, which mean that we are getting pretty much no factories, nothing like that. And all that we have is put on trade, which is fine and all, but we're getting dangerously low on food, and I'm not entirely sure how to handle this. We managed to get rid of the issues with fuel, but the fact that we're bleeding out food so fast is disconcerting. The issue here is that we are now about to pass the Nationalization Act, and then we still have at least 2 months. Can we even hold for 2 months? We should be able to easily. That's 67. Well, no, not easily, but we will hold out. I mean, I cannot lower the coal imports anymore. I mean, 51k lack of fuel, Jesus Christ. Well, we'll see what's gonna happen. This is just... I should have imported way more food, but it seemed wasteful. But at this point, we're having such an issue with both food and oil that sooner or later it's gonna start biting us in the rear. And I think that lack of food is way worse than lack of fuel. So the moment that we start seeing that we're hemorrhaging food, we just need to, we're starting to get penalties from lack of food, we'll need to switch all of our imports to food, because we just can't have that. Lack of civilian factories, great. So now we're losing more food. How is that even possible? Is it it's because of the stability. I'm here just grinding my teeth. Okay, so now I have 2 options. I can either go with promise a 40-hour week and promise to raise minimum wages, or just go and pass the Matignon agreement, which adds consumer goods, gives us stability, lowers factory output. You have currently promised a weak and incomplete Matignon agreement. Complete all 4 promises to receive more stability at the cost of economy. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I mean, we would get 10 extra stability, which is really good. Yeah, we have to do it. We just have to somehow power through. We have to power through, and we have to hope that it's gonna work. At least we're gonna test the limits of the system. 5.6. Yeah, we're having issues. I wish I could do something, but I can't. Destroyed the government. Economic support for the Republicans. Oh, okay. So we no longer have any food imports. Great. Just amazing. I wonder when the lack of food will kick in. So I'm pretty sure we're getting very close to the fact that... No, we... Wait, what? Does the United States no longer have food? What's going on? Okay, 667. Okay, still not an issue. The games of the 11th Olympiad. The 11th Olympic Games were recently held in Berlin, Germany. Attended by athletes from 49 different nations across the world, the 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. The Games were a significant propaganda victory for the German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most successes, winning 33 gold medals, while the Americans came in second with 24. 4 of these were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete of the Games. Okay, now, promise to raise minimum wages. Extra stability for us, please. Wait, did we even get that? Oh, now we did. Okay, cool. I know. Oh, did it give us another factory? Great. More food, please. I'll take all of it. Yes. Okay, so how much is going to make minus 400? Wait, what? It immediately... Okay, it immediately cancelled it out. Okay, daily. Okay, so we're lowering the lack of fuel penalty, but the food is still an issue. Great, I love Black Ice. It creates interesting scenarios for me to cringe at. I mean, what can we do? Oh, great, lack of civilian factories. South Africa rejects suggestions of returning German colonies. The Minister of Defense for the Union of South Africa, Mr. Oswald Piro, stated that this country could never consider the return of Tanganyika or Southwest Africa to Germany under any circumstances. Piro's statements was made in the context of South African cooperation of the British Empire in a common defence policy. We are at work hand in hand with the rest of the British Empire in a common defence policy, and in this respect South Africa is to be elder brother to the rest of British Africa, Piro said. He went on to affirm that his country's stance was non-negotiable, adding that the return of the territories to Germany was out of the question. Bold statements. For sure. Okay, still not having any issues here. Uruguay proposes mediation in Spain. Uruguay proposed that the American republics should offer mediation in the Spanish Civil War. In a statement, Uruguay argued that the nations of the American continent, which were discovered and civilized by Spain, could not remain passive spectators in a conflict that could have international repercussions. Hold on. Do we have... No, we don't have factories to import food with. Uruguay suggested that if wars between nations could end in conciliatory solutions, then civil wars should also be able to find a peaceful resolution. The proposal was made in the context of increasing concerns in Latin America about the spread of fascism and the possibility of international conflict. Well, that's fun. Still no penalty. But it's gonna crush our soul, sure. Okay, finally, pass Matignon Agreement. It's time to make good on our promise to the French workers. We will pass our social reforms and put France back to work. And the effect is 5% consumer goods, weaker stability plus 1. Okay, we had something like plus 0.3 there, right? Factory and Dockyard output lowered by 10%. Okay, but 0.1 is actually really good, because that means we are going to start increasing stability dramatically, and we actually get 10%. No, I mean our actual focus for the increase, what's it called? Focus on people's problem ends in 8 days. But with this new one, we are going to change it up for the same thing. And it's gonna remove the strikes, which will... okay, so we're gonna start gaining stability slowly. Cool. I mean, at least for now. So we finished the engineering company. You are still ahead of time. And we'll have to get the infantry gun would be great. Yeah, let's get it. I mean, we might not be able to provide all of our units with it. Okay, So you guys can be deployed. We're gonna get more divisions. Okay, you're gonna join the first army, and you're gonna join the second army. Okay, food is somehow still not an issue. Either the system is broken or it's giving us a pass because of the crisis. Okay, now we get the factories back. United States, hook me up. We need more food. Okay, we're only losing 371 per day now because of our supplies and stockpiles being so low. Oh god damn it, why does the game keep doing this? Giving us factories, then taking them away and giving them back to us again. Political power, okay. Well, once we pass this, I'm going straight to rearmament, which will go to extra factories and 5% consumer goods, and then we're gonna go with, I guess, decrease unemployment or the tools modernization. Either one of those. Oh my god. The oil trade of the United States was modified and food was terminated. Can you... why? Oh, I understand why. That's... yeah, I'm dumb. We're getting factories from trade. So, you know, when someone cancels the imports or something, we get hit by it. Okay, now we're losing both food and fuel. But we're like a week away from being done. So we might be okay here. So we finished the shells, the capped shells, and we can now get a heavy armor piercing shell. Weighing well over a ton, these massive shells strike with unprecedented power and pose a dire threat to even the heaviest armor. Nice. Franco-Syrian Treaty of Independence. Since the 22nd March, French and Syrian diplomats have been in Paris to discuss options for Syrian independence. After the victory of the French Popular Front, the French agreed to recognize the National Bloc as a legitimate representative of the Syrian people. The treaty signed the guarantee incorporation of previous autonomous Druze and Alawite regions into Greater Syria. The treaty also promised the slow removal of French troops and equipment, but with Syria to pledge to support France in time of war, including letting them use their military bases. Atassi returned to Syria in triumph on 27 September 1936 to celebrate the signature of the deal. So should we pull our troops from Syria? I mean, we have one motorized and 2 light brigades there. Come on, pass it. Okay, Hotchkiss is done, which is great. We don't really want the better engines. Could we get an improved 25mm 72, and this is a 52 SA35. Less breakthrough, less defense, less soft attack, less hard. What the hell? This is a completely worse weapon in everything. Okay, let's get the AMC for the BICE cavalry tank. Somehow 1.8% is still not enough to trigger lack of food. Maybe you really need to drop to 0 and then the starving starts? Hopefully we won't. Okay, so we passed the Matignon Agreement, which removed the malices we got, and it finished the crisis for us. So let's start with rearmament. With each passing day, the threat of German aggression grows. We can't remain passive any longer. We must rearm our country. So with this said, we should get factories now. Or not. Come on, recalculate here. I really need to start importing food and oil. Okay, now we're done. Good. Uruguay sanctions the nationalist. In response to the recent arrest and shooting of the three sisters of the Uruguayan consul in Madrid, Uruguay has officially broken off diplomatic relations with Spain. The incident has caused outrage and condemnation in Uruguay, with many calling for immediate action. The Uruguayan government has stated that the safety and protection of its citizens abroad is of the utmost importance, and such actions by the Spanish authorities cannot be tolerated. The move is likely to further strain relations between the two countries, which have already been tense due to Spanish Civil War. Okay, so now that we have factories, I can start importing as much oil as I want. And start getting enough food here. So we're gaining 1.6 thousand oil, and we are gaining 506 food every day. Good. 501. And oil is also getting better. Good. So how many factories have we sacrificed here? Quite a lot, actually. Fluorescent lighting is going to help with the production. But I think we might want to go down a bit on it. Okay, it's gonna take down how much? 295, and this is 1.3 thousand. British non-intervention agreement. The UK has decreed that all nations are to not meddle in the Spanish Civil War. The Spaniards must decide their own fate without outside pressure. Okay. Whatever. And our stability is truly increasing. That is actually amazing. So, research. Now, we could get the tool maintenance. Or I could actually do something like... excavation, fuel refining, construction polymers. The 10% extra oil would be amazing. But that is so expensive. How much oil are we burning on 79? 591. So 5% of that would be 25. That's nothing. Food rations decay 10%. 92. Okay, that doesn't matter much. Oh, the sofa drugs. Okay, so we need to do something quick and cheap. Then we can go with the machine tools and the sofa drugs. So you only take 90 days. You take 216, take 121, 86, 121, you take 129. How are we doing on the... Oh wow, we have 2 of these empty. Okay, so my bad. Max factories in the state. We don't need that. So one of you will do the electronic motor hoist. And you will do the construction polymers. And then we're gonna get the sulfur drugs and the upgrade to production. Okay. We got a 3mm factory here, and I don't like the current situation. So let's put more of them on infantry weapons. That's the biggest priority we have right now. If we don't have weapons for our units, then, you know, what's the point of even showing up? Oh, And we can change the car Peugeot M36 to Hotchkiss M201, which hurts a bit, but nothing major. Okay, you know what we could do here? We could even further lower the imports of oil and food by just a tad. That's gonna give us a full 3 lines of production. We're still gaining fuel and we're still gaining food. No penalties for either. Completion of the North-South Railway in Indochina. Fully inaugurated on the 2nd of November 1936, the 1726-kilometer long railway was to serve as the backbone of the Vietnamese railway system. Construction of the first segments belonging to the North-South Railway began in 1899, and it would see extensive use during the war. Okay. So rearmament is going to give us 2 extra factories. Both of them are going to infantry weapons. And whatever else we get on the military factories, I'm going to invest into fuel and food imports. Turkey demands Hatay's independence. Today, Turkey's government announced that they will take action if France doesn't give independence to Hatay state. Hatay should be independent. Okay, so they give... No, we don't accept. Turkey gains stubborn fools. Backed our cause. Sure, let's give independence to Hatay. And the Spanish Republic asks for help. The Spanish Republic is in danger. France has always supported democracy, and a nationalist victory would mean 3 fascist neighbors, which would be very dangerous. On the other hand, Germany and Italy may attack us if we support the Republic, and the United Kingdom won't defend us. What should we do? For democracy, we will send weapons and manpower to the Spanish Republicans. Germany may choose to escalate the conflict. If Germany declares war, Britain will most likely remain neutral. We don't want to cause the trouble. The French people, especially the communists, support the Spanish Republicans. If we choose to remain neutral, it could start a crisis later on. Oh my god. Do I have... Yeah, I have 13 days, so let's finish the rearmament focus in case this just kills our focus outright. But we're gonna go with the... we don't want to cause any trouble. League of Nations Trade and Inquiry. The League Assembly launched an inquiry into the issue of equal commercial access for all nations to certain raw materials. The inquiry was proposed with the aim of reducing obstacles to international trade and communications, including the abolition of systems of quotas and exchange controls. The League Assembly recommended the implementation of policies designed to re-establish a durable equilibrium between the economics of various countries, promote international trade, and lay a more solid foundation for the stability of economic relations. This was part of a broader effort to promote international cooperation and economic independence, which was seen as crucial to preventing another global conflict. The League recognized the economic instability and competition has been a major factor of the outbreak of World War I, and was determined to prevent a similar situation from arising again. Trade is the path of peace. Okay. Now let's finish this one. Okay, 80 days. I love that our stability is actually increasing. That's just amazing. Belgium undertakes a policy of self-defense. Today, Belgium has declared a policy of self-defense and freedom from alliances. The country has taken this decision in response to the rearmament of Germany, the integral remilitarization of Italy and Russia, and the consequent need for exceptional precautions in most states, even deliberately pacifying ones like Switzerland and even deliberately pacific ones like Switzerland and the Netherlands, or Pacific? pacifists, so Pacific, yeah. Pacific ones like Switzerland and the Netherlands. Belgium has been particularly alarmed by the transformation of warfare methods under the influence of technical progress, notably in aviation and motorization. The initial operations of the armed conflicts now have a power, rapidity, and extent that are particularly alarming for countries of such extended weakness as Belgium. Furthermore, the reoccupation of the Rhineland by Germany and the transfer of bases of departure to the Belgian frontier have accentuated the country's uneasiness. Belgium has watched the shaking of the foundation of international security by the infringement of conventions freely subscribed to and the quasi-impossibility of adapting the stipulations of the Covenant of the League of Nations to the repressions of these infringements. Finally, the internal dissension of certain states run the risk of becoming entangled in the rivalries of the political and social systems of other states, and of unchaining a keener and more devastating conflagration than that from which we are still suffering. Belgium will cancel our military access. Okay, that's fine. I like all these new events that we get that describe the situation in Europe. No, we don't want to cause any trouble. We finished the rearmament. Naval construction program. Expand our air bases. Nope. We're gonna go with decreased unemployment. And the bonus to industry. How long? 62. No, we need a bonus to industry. That's gonna cut off a lot of time for us to get that extra efficiency. So let's see how many factories we gained out of this. I think it should be quite a couple. Come on. Recalculate. Recalculate. Did you seriously just give me 2 factories? 45. High stability. Oh, we're getting a bonus from stability already. Well, ain't that awesome? So more imports and more imports of food. Each of these factories that we're gonna get will give us additional ability to get more food and fuel. But we do now have the early, don't we? Trading start. Wait, where is it? After mobilization. Oh, okay, yeah. So I see. It takes 119 days to actually switch to early mobilization, so we're not getting the effects immediately. That's smart. Okay, but energy is now an issue. Why is... Well, I think I can just lower your... Will it do something? It did. We don't need that much aluminum either way, so let's lower it even more to get sub 100. So that we don't have power outages and stuff like that. Yeah, we're already getting more factories from the mobilization. Political power is important for us because I would love to get... Oh no, inflation. That sounds like another crisis. I would love to get another boost to our stability. Something like decrease unemployment would be amazing right now. Another big stability boost. For 100 days. Or... Well, this one gives more, but also costs 3 times as more. So I think we're gonna go with decrease unemployment. Inflation. In 1936, France recovers slowly from the economic crisis that hurt the country in 1931. The unstable political situation, the high amount of unemployment, and the public deficit are already challenging for the government. Unfortunately, the fast deflation caused a frank overestimate. It provokes an economic crisis and 2/3 of exports collapse. With the general capital evasion and the resistance of some employers, the situation is alarming, and the disillusionment of the workers' class for the politics is already huge. Gains inflation. All buildings construction cost. Does it bypass our tools modernization? No, but we got daily political power cost, all buildings construction speed roll. Okay, that's not that bad. What the hell happened to our steel? Did someone... Oh no, it gives us... Yeah, refined resources to market plus 15%. Which means... Okay, we're not getting enough coal here, so let's start importing more coal from EU, and that still doesn't fix all of our issues with steel. Can I import less coal? Yeah. Even more? Yeah. But we need to start importing actual steel. Yeah. Jesus goddamn Christ. Thank God we got the rearmament done, because this is nonsense. Anyway, we got another issue here, which is inflation. Aha. And we cannot do anything with it until we remove the stagnant economy. Okay, so we still need to finish these two, and then we can do the economic reforms for the armaments program. Yeah, we need to do... Yeah, we need to get the economic reforms, frank devaluation, which lowers the... This one also lowers the burden. Of course it does. I mean, of course. So this is... Just these three is minus 15% stability. And then minus 10. Of course. Or exchange rate stabilization. You've chosen to form the Popular Front. They have not collapsed. Okay, that would give us 20% stability, and then there's Bank of France, production efficiency growth, and base. Well, these ones give more possibilities. Well, that's fun. I mean, the game is railroading us into hating everything French. What can I do? At least we're, getting more fuel, and we're not starving. So I guess that's something. Either way, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time with more France in Black Ice. Ain't it fun?